Yo, this is Julian Stephen, and this has been a GoodFellaMedia exclusive.
This the shit you dream of, shit you fiend for. Spoke to my dream girl, she told me dream on. So I did, and I envisioned it big. Ain't shit renting, windows tinted. I put my whole team on. Call from a room that got core decor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I said we had guest. Guest has arrived. This guy's he's a young fella, dog. This guy is a young fella right
Cold.
here. Julian Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. Julian Stevens.
What's going on? What's going on?
They got love for you.
Is that actually like your your full name? Birth?
That's my first and middle name. My last name is.
You're pretty cool.
Don't worry about your last name.
Yeah.
I was always
Exactly.
pretty upset about that. Like,
So you know what's funny? I'm checking out Julian, doing a little research. This guy is like 2012 Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's
the
the
soundtrack we should have had, man.
that's the energy he's giving off, dog.
I like that comparison. I'll take that. That's
You
what's
want,
up.
see, I know because I know you like Mr. Smith
I do.
when you was younger. Yo, that is really rare, dog. Even that you're admitting it is rare. That you are a fan of Will Smith as a rapper. Like
Well,
you're not.
which Will Smith are we referring to? You know
All
what
right,
I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know.
different.
Are you
Well-
Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff Will Smith?
well, funny he says that. I've got a little gift for you, Julian.
Oh, Nardwar. You got Nardwar in the building.
Yeah, we've got some Jazzy Jeff and
what's up.
Fresh Prince for you.
That's an oldie. That's an oldie, man. She pulled out the classic.
yeah, it
You
is.
gotta get that on camera.
It is an oldie, and we do have the record.
This
here.
is very-
And that's why it's so funny because we've been waiting to bring this record out for some type of relevancy.
Look, there you go. I know
And
it.
it's relevant because you actually are inspired by
I
a
am.
younger Will
I am,
Smith.
you know.
We need a.
What are the things about the Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff that you took on and you were like, yo, you know what, I'm going to try to pattern, not necessarily pattern, but I'm going to derive and take a few things from this artist and try to embody it into what I do as an artist?
I think it was really the storytelling aspect of it. You know, if you go back, you would just close your eyes and listen to the records, and it's just the story, and he's traveling. You know what I'm saying? And he came up in an era where everybody around him was like a hardcore, serious, like MC. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right now I'm in a current position. You know what I mean? Where like when I'm coming up in the game, I'm not the most serious artist, but I can spit. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for a fact I can rap when I walk into these buildings. You know what I'm saying? But like that's how I feel like I can relate to him in a sense. And that's just really what I take from it. And he came up, and like look at him now. He's probably one of the most successful, paid, whatever you want to call it now.
He got a Grammy
You know what I'm
early
saying?
for hip
Got
hop.
a first one.
You know what I'm saying?
First one.
So what's the way that you approach your music and everything? How do you see yourself kind of fitting into what's going on today? You do have a very different dynamic, though the space is wide open now.
Yeah.
But you know, what void are you filling?
I feel like a lot of artists, when they make that decision that they want to be an artist, it's like school is out of the question. That's not true. For me, I looked at school as something beneficial and something helpful for me. So like for the past couple semesters I've been performing at different campuses. You know, I hit Seton Hall, I hit Keene, Hofstra. I did a show with Rocky Fresh out of Hofstra.
Oh, dope.
St. John's. You know, I'm in the city a lot, CUNY. So
CUNY's dope.
that's pretty much it. You know, it's just the college circuit. and then I'm just reaching out to I'm finally hitting like the hip hop showcases, and I've also been doing. I did a show with Logic at SOBs. You know.
So I mean, look at that Logic, Rocky Fresh. Like, you know, you are building relationships with
Definitely.
those up and coming dudes in that way today. You know what I'm saying? So the project's evolutionary in a sense for you, but it's called Awkward Moments. Kind of explain that to me. Why did you go with that type of title for it? If you know you're portraying growth.
That is awkward, you know, for me to walk into a room that I walked into a year ago being a completely different person, you know, that people expect one thing but they get another a year later from me. And as far as awkward moments goes, I feel like we all have them, and it's just those moments those are probably the only moments that we really remember about our lives, that define us as individuals, you know, and make us characters, you know, and my awkward moments collectively, I feel like have brought me to where I am today. in the studio right now, you know.
Yeah, so you said something about expectations. What were your expectations for yourself this time a year ago, and what are your expectations for yourself now?
As far as musically goes, or anything.
Musically, as a person, everything. What were
This
your
time-
expectations for yourself last year?
This time last year, I was really in a phase where I wanted to find myself, find my lane, find my in, and like find what I felt worked best for me. But a year later, I'm confident in who I am and what I'm saying and where I'm going. You know, the kind of music that I make, I see it prospering in places that other people's music can't even get a shot. You know, so I'm taking that and I'm using that to my advantage. And
What are some of those places?
My music can be played anywhere. You know, the record we just played was a little kid could play that at their birthday party if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I still keep it hip hop at the end of the day. So I need to look at my strengths and my weaknesses, and I need to figure out exactly where in this industry I fit as an artist and what works and what doesn't work for me as an artist.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go to these awkward moments. Most awkward moment for Julian Stephen with a girl.
No, let's go to number 3. I
With a girl.
want to
Hold
build
on,
the
hold on.
intensity.
With a girl.
With a girl.
That's number 3. With a female.
Okay. My dad's right outside.
You go. Yeah, I'm sorry. You decided to become a
Cover your
rapper
ears, Pat.
and come do interviews.
All right. This was gonna be for the project, but I guess I'll leak it out to whoever's listening. I was on Skype one night.
Yeah.
I was on Skype. It was late at night, probably 4 or 5 in the morning. You know, it's late.
Bad things happen around
Bad
that
things
time.
happen around
Only
that
thing
time,
open
you know.
around that time is legs and hospitals.
Yeah, you know. So the door's closed. You know, I think everybody in the house is asleep. You know, I don't know how my mom's got into the room, but I feel like she was like levitating, because one second I see her at the door, next second she's like right in front of me, and her eyes are like bloodshot red, and she's just looking down at me, and then she looks at the screen, and she looks at me, and she looks at the screen, and she looks at me, and I'm just like, I don't want to really go into detail, but y'all
That is awkward.
everybody.
Hey, Mom.
And what's even more awkward is I wake up, she made like hash browns, biscuits, and all all this for breakfast. I got a bowl of Cheerios. I didn't even bother asking her for any. I was just like,
All right. Before we play your last track and let you go, let everybody know where they can find you. Websites, Twitter,
I
all
just
that.
feel like I'm gonna be thinking of all these awkward moments
Those
as
were
I listen
awesome.
to the
I can't-
project.
tweet them to me. You could tweet them to me. I'll retweet.
I feel like I'm there.
Look,
Hey.
Hashtag awkward moments. What's your Twitter?
Julian Stephen.
Julian Stephen. So spell Stephen for them because
STEPHEN.
all right. Julian Stephen at GoodFellaMedia. Hashtag awkward moments.
Let us
we
know
want
your
to know
awkward
all your
moment.
awkward moments
You already know.
so you can take them home with you. All right. So September. What was it? September
12th.
September 12th.
I'm also doing August 27th. I'm doing something online for everyone where I'm premiering everyone's awkward moments, like as confessionals. You know, you guys can be a part of it too.
Absolutely.
The visuals will be dropping
got
that
one.
Monday.
I got
It's gonna be a marathon.
When I
so-
slipped and fell and pissed in 3rd grade.
It'd be
I had to go
it'd
right
be
back to
funnier.